Hi people, welcome to the Field of Play. Now there's a shocking ruling that the CAF Appeal Board has given on the African Cup of Nations that was played a few months ago. Now this ruling is going to send shockwave throughout the African continent and is going to change the face of our football. My name is Ellie and you're watching another episode of Field of Play. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. So earlier on today, CAF just dropped this bombshell ruling. Senegal have been stripped of their African Cup of Nations winning, and the title or the championship name has been given to Morocco. Now this is a landmark decision that I think it is the first time it's happening on the African continent, and I'm asking myself, what does it mean for the African game or African football? You can imagine the World Cup being played, incidents happened on the pitch, the tournament was played, one country wins, and then FIFA comes back and says no. After months, FIFA comes back and say no, they are now going to strip the winners of the title and give it to the losers. I mean, this is a serious issue, and it's going to cause a lot of controversy. I mean, I made a video about the most controversial African Cup of Nations. That was the 1983 or 82 African Cup of Nations, but this one is turning out to be one of the most controversial, and the decision that has been taken right now is a decision that has never been taken before in African football. And now, what was the reason for this decision that the CAF Appeal Board has taken? Now, after the game, the Moroccan FA made an appeal to CAF saying that they should look at Article 82 and Article 84 of the CAF ruling, which shows that if a team walks off the pitch, they forfeit that game and they are awarded 0 points, and 3 points are awarded to the other team. So CAF did this, and they've taken this decision now, and it comes with a lot of other decisions that were taken for the tournament. It's serious. It's a very serious incident, and it's going to send shockwaves throughout the African game. And like I said, I mean, it effectively hands down the Afcon trophy to the host nation. Now people are saying Morocco pulled out of hosting the women's Afcon, and because of this, CAF needed to do something to appease them so that they can host the Women's African Cup of Nations. So there's a lot of speculations going around, there's a lot of rumors going around, and people are not happy about the all happening on this particular ruling. Now, the final match played before a capacity crowd at the Moroccan stadium descended into controversy when incidents involving Senegalese players and Moroccan players, Ismail Sabiri, the ball boys, and laser interference and VAR. And our officials created an explosive mix that ultimately had to be resolved not on the pitch but in the boardrooms of CAF. I mean, you remember Sadio Mane sort of stepped in and called his players back from the dressing room, and all the players came to an agreement that, look, they need to play this match because it's a finale, and I mean it wasn't good. So I'm asking myself, so if you're involved in an incident where your opponent is acting unfairly, unjust, you understand, and you feel like you don't have any other things to do but to stop and pause, I mean, is this the sort of ruling that you'll get? So you can imagine that the game was played there, Senegalese team didn't walk off the pitch and they lost the final. Now, what right or what grounds would they have to have made an appeal, and would the winnings be reverted and given back to them like the way it's been done right now, where it's been given to the Royals of Morocco? I mean, it's not a good thing that Appeal Board has done now, and this is going to set a very, I don't know if it's a wrong precedent in our football. I mean, and it's sort of disturbing. It's sort of disturbing, and a lot of people are speculating and saying a whole lot of things. Now, the other things about this is CAF earlier came on with the rulings where they fined both teams $100,000 in one case. They fined the ball boys for Morocco. They fined the Senegalese players, fined the Senegalese coach. The issue is now, why this decision now? And what I'm hearing is some of the fines have been reduced. So for instance, Sibiri was asked to pay about $100,000. He's now paying $50,000, and he's going to forfeit just a few games. You understand? So to me, I think this ruling is not an interesting one. So the appeal board also ruled on the case of the Moroccan player Ismail Sabiri, player number 11, who faced disciplinary actions for his conduct during the heated encounter. Now the appeal regarding Sabiri is partially upheld, and finding that Sabiri committed a misconduct in violation of Article 82 and 83 of the CAF disciplinary code is confirmed. However, the sanctions is amended to a suspension of 2 official CAF matches, just 2. This is very serious, with 1 match suspended. Now, the massive fine of $100,000 imposed on Sibiri is set aside entirely. So what I said about $15,000 is not even the case. And the ball boy controversy, the ball boy controversy that they were fined, but now it's been reduced regarding their behavior of the ball boys during the match, which many observers noted and contributed to the chaotic atmosphere. The appeal regarding the ball boys incident is partially upheld, and the Royal Moroccan Football Federation is confirmed as responsible for the conduct of the ball boys. Now, however, the fine is reduced from its original 50,000, or it's been reduced from the 100,000 to 50,000, and the VAR interference fine also is confirmed on this issue. The interference around the OFR VAR review area and critical flashpoint that may have influenced and caused some of the match incidents is also being upheld. And appeal regarding this interference of the VAR area is dismissed. The appeal is dismissed, and the fine of $100,000 imposed on the Moroccan Federation is confirmed in full. And the laser incident and penalty reduced. So finally, regarding the use of lasers by spectators and a growing concern in modern football, the appeal regarding the laser incident is partially upheld. The fine imposed on the Moroccan Federation is reduced to $10,000. People, $10,000. With this comprehensive ruling, CAF Appeal Board has painted a picture of a final match where multiple parties bore responsibilities for the chaos. The Senegalese conduct was deemed serious enough to warrant they forfeiting the match and possible sanctions, effectively awarding the trophy to Morocco. Morocco did not escape the scrutiny, however, with significant fines for ball boys misconduct and VAR interference. Africa. What is going on? Let me know what your comments are, whether you are happy with the decision CAF has made, or you are not happy with the decision. This is just going to make a whole football very, very milky, because already there were issues about the African game, and now that this ruling has come out, I'm not excited about it. Do you think CAF did the right thing by this ruling, or they've dropped the ball on this particular incident? Let me know what your comments are, and this is a serious shockwave that is going to go all over in the African football. All right, so you've been watching another episode of Field of Play. My name is Ellie. Send me a comment. Let's just chat in the comment section. See you on the next one. Bye bye.